Why women ignore the right men. Listen up, I need you to hear me, and I need you to hear me clearly. Too many women out here are passing up the right men, the men who will love them, protect them, build with them, and cherish them, and they don't even realize it. They're so locked into what they think they want that they can't see what they actually need. You see, society has fed you a lie. It told you that the right man has to come wrapped up in a certain package. He has to be flashy, he has to be the most popular, he has to drive a certain car, wear a certain brand, look a certain way. But let me ask you something. When did a logo ever love you back? When did a six-pack ever wipe your tears when you were hurting? When did status ever build you up when the world was tearing you down? The problem isn't that the right men don't exist. The problem is that you're looking with the wrong eyes. You're searching for excitement instead of stability. You're looking for spark instead of substance. And in doing so, you ignore the very men who would lay down their lives for you. Some of you are so addicted to the struggle that you reject peace when it comes knocking at your door. You say you want a man who treats you right, but when he does, you call him boring. You say you want a man who listens, but when he does, you push him away because he doesn't give you the same emotional highs and lows as the ones who play games with your heart. You say you want real love, but when it's right in front of you, you don't recognize it because it doesn't come with chaos attached. Let me tell you something. You cannot build an empire with a man who doesn't even have a blueprint for his own life. You cannot create a future with a man who is still trying to figure out his past. The right man is the one who stands firm in his purpose, who values you, who respects you, who wants to see you win. And you're out here ignoring him? Ladies, listen. It's time to shift your mindset. Stop letting social media, movies, and unrealistic expectations dictate your worth and who you choose. The right man is not always the loudest in the room. He's not always the one flexing for attention. He's not always the one who plays hard to get. No, the right man is the one who sees you, the one who prays for you, the one who pushes you to be your best without trying to control you. And let me be real with you. Good men are not going to wait forever. If you keep chasing the wrong ones, don't be surprised when the right one moves on. If you keep rejecting real love, don't be shocked when you end up feeling empty. Because here's the truth. A man who truly values you will only allow himself to be ignored for so long before he takes his worth somewhere else. So what are you going to do? Are you going to keep chasing what looks good but isn't good for you? Or are you going to open your eyes and recognize what you deserve? Because let me tell you something. If you want a strong man, a loyal man, a man who is going to hold you down, then you need to start appreciating him while he's in front of you. Stop making decisions based on temporary thrills and start thinking about forever. It's time to wake up. It's time to stop ignoring the men who actually add to your life. Because when you finally stop, when you finally open your heart, that's when you'll realize that the right man was never missing. You just weren't paying attention. Women overlooking genuine, stable men for superficial qualities. Too often, women bypass the men who would truly value and support them in favor of those who bring temporary excitement, status, or a certain image. This is not just a personal choice. It's a pattern influenced by societal expectations, social media, and deeply ingrained beliefs about attraction and relationships. Let's break this down. Points ago, the illusion of excitement versus the reality of stability. Many women grow up internalizing the idea that love should feel like a movie, full of passion, drama, and unpredictability. They crave the butterflies that come with the highs and lows of an emotionally unavailable man, mistaking instability for excitement. A man who provides stability, consistency, and emotional security might not create that same emotional roller coaster. And as a result, he's dismissed as boring. But here's the truth. Consistency isn't boring, it's safe. Predictability in a relationship means reliability. trust, and long-term security. The right man won't keep you guessing. He'll make you feel assured. But too many women don't recognize that it's valuable until it's too late. The obsession with status and social validation. Social media has amplified the idea that a man's worth is based on his material possessions, his social standing, and his ability to show off his lifestyle. Many women today feel pressured to be with a man who fits a certain aesthetic, whether it's driving the best car, wearing luxury brands, or maintaining an influencer-like presence. The problem? Status and wealth don't always equate to loyalty, kindness, or emotional availability. A man can have everything on the surface, but still lack the emotional depth to sustain a meaningful relationship. The right man might not be the flashiest in the room, but he'll be the one who builds a future with you, not just a moment for Instagram. 3. Okay? User 3. Prioritize physical over. Attraction is important, but it shouldn't be the sole foundation of a relationship. Too often, women choose men based on their physical appeal, height, body type, or bad boy persona, while overlooking men who may not fit society's standards of attractiveness, but are rich in character, values, and loyalty. A good man is one who listens, supports, and grows with you. But if he's overlooked because he doesn't fit the ideal look, then women may find themselves in relationships that lack depth. Physical attraction fades, emotional connection and mutual respect last a lifetime. Or the long-term consequences of overlooking the right man. When women continuously choose the wrong partners based on superficial qualities, they often end up in unhealthy relationships or, even worse, feeling unfulfilled. The right man won't wait forever. Eventually, he will move on to someone who values his consistency, stability, and genuine care. Many women realize too late that the man they ignored was the one who would have given them the love they truly needed. The shift, recognizing and appreciating real value. Women need to start prioritizing substance over spectacle. Instead of chasing temporary thrills, they should seek out the qualities that build lasting relationships. Honesty, emotional intelligence, consistency, and respect. The right man might not be the most exciting at first glance, but he's the one who will provide a lifetime of love, stability, and partnership. It's time to break free from illusions and start valuing the men who truly bring something meaningful to the table. Because when real love shows up, you have to be ready to recognize it before it's too late. The consequences of ignoring the right man. All right, listen up. Too many women out here are playing with fire, chasing the wrong men while ignoring the ones who would move mountains for them. And let me tell you something, there are consequences to this. You think you have time, you think you can keep playing the game, but life doesn't wait. And neither do good men. You know why? You end up in unfulfilling relationships. When you constantly choose excitement over stability, drama over peace, and appearance over character, you set yourself up for disappointment. Those men who look good on the surface, they bring temporary highs, but long-term emptiness. They chase the next thrill, the next woman, the next opportunity to feed their ego, and when the dust settles, you realize you were just another chapter in their book instead of building your own with the right man. That man you ignored, he wouldn't have just told you sweet lies. He would have stood by you, built with you, grown with you. But you didn't see it because you were too focused on chasing a fantasy instead of investing in reality. The right man moves on, and you regret it. Ladies, hear me when I say this. Good men don't wait forever. A man who knows his worth, who brings loyalty, integrity, and commitment to the table, he's not going to sit around waiting to be chosen. He's going to recognize when he's being overlooked, and eventually he will walk away. And the worst part, You'll see him treating another woman the way you should have been treated. I see it happen all the time, women ignoring good men. Then years later, watching those same men build empires with someone else. And by the time they realize what they lost, it's too late. Regret is a heavy burden, and once the right man is gone, he isn't coming back. Or 3, you risk ending up alone. And let's be real, if you keep ignoring the men who actually love and respect you, where does that leave you? Alone. Because the truth is, time doesn't stop. The game doesn't pause. And if you keep making the wrong choices, eventually, you run out of options. The men who once pursued you with good intentions, they move on. The ones who only wanted to use you, they disappear when they get what they want. And suddenly, you're left wondering why you're alone. When the answer was right in front of you all along, you ignored the ones who truly care. For your wives, you settle for less than you deserve. When you waste years chasing the wrong men, you end up with 2 choices: settle or stay single. And too many women, out of fear, out of loneliness, settle for relationships that don't fulfill them. They lower their standards. They accept mediocrity. They convince themselves that this is as good as it gets. But let me tell you something. If you had valued the right man from the start, you wouldn't have to settle. You wouldn't have to wonder, what if? You would already be building a life with someone who truly saw you, valued you, and wanted to grow with you. Wake up before it's too late. So what's it going to be? Are you going to keep playing games, chasing illusions, and ignoring the real ones? Or are you going to wake up and start recognizing the right men before they're gone? Because trust me, when a good man walks away, he's not looking back. This is your moment to change, to shift your mindset, to start valuing what truly matters. Because the worst thing you can do in life is take real love for granted. And before I go, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. If you're ready to level up, stop making excuses, and start choosing what's real, then join the movement. This is your wake-up call. Let's get it.